Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. I thought it was on. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here telling you all my life stories. Been reading all your things. I thought I was on. Excuse me. Can you ever forgive me? Sorry. No. I even muted it a couple of times. I had to go shut my alarm off, and then I had to go out and get some boxes for Kathy. I thought you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. No. There we go. How you doing, Adirondack? Hi, Cheryl. You're all looking lovely as ever. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, a junkyard. So it's just. Oh yeah, it's just me. I even told you about my wood lawn edger. So sorry about that. I thought I hit the live on it. Sorry. So let's get the banners rolling. Um, there we go. Here I was rambling on for no reason. So, anyways, I got my lawn edger running today. I got it from a guy last year on Facebook Marketplace. He wanted 20 bucks for it, and I went and looked at it and told him no. It was in pieces, and I said, no, I don't even know if this thing will run if I put parts into it. Why would I pay for it? He said, well, I don't want it. Do you want it? I said, I'll take it. But, if I got to put money into it and it doesn't work, then I'm out money myself. So I brought it home. I had to put a new rope starter in it. I had to put a new rope in it and had to do the spring on it. But the starter clutch, the bearing on it, that was blowed apart. So I had to buy another one of them. And they don't give those away. So I got one of those, put it all together. I put a new spark plug in it, and it does run. It has old gas in it. This thing hasn't ran in 5 or 6 years, but the gas tank was full. So I started it up on that gas, and I'm letting it run to, get all the gas out of it, and I'm gonna fill it with fresh gas. It's running. It's running pretty good, um, but it burned up the belt on this edger, and it's to be expected. Um, the belt or the edger is a 1995, but it looks like it's in relatively good shape. So I'm assuming the belt's probably a 1995 too. So hello, Mach. So you need a new spark plug? Um, I had a spark plug in it, and it would start and shut down, start and shut down. I put a new Briggs and Stratton spark plug in it today and pulled it, and it started on the second pull, and it started running. So I do have to do some spring work on the spring control for the throttle, but other than that, it'll be fine. I got to put a new air filter in it, but that's what I thought. The reason why it wasn't running the first time is because the air filter was so clogged. So I blew it all out. I mean, there's tons of stuff in it, but being an edger, it's going to collect dust. So, but I edged some of the sidewalk today, and it didn't kick up any dust because it's been raining here. So I edged some of the sidewalk, and it burned up the belt. But um, I believe the belt was probably dried. That's right there, Grandpa. Um, I believe the belt was, you know, dry rotted. So, Wisconsin Spirit Bear, good evening. By the way, good evening to everybody here. So, nice to see you. I have to, expand the chat. It's hard to see it. Anybody that's got a little green S by their name, go check their channel out. And anybody else that doesn't have a little green S by their channel, go check their channel out too. So I'm an equal opportunity checker outer. That's right. Channel checker outer. Yeah, don't order Ruby. Put up a link and I'll talk to you're gonna talk dirty to me there, Grandpa. There you go. If you guys want to come on up, click the link. Turn your camera on so I can see who you are, and then I'll let you on. Don't check out your channel. It's boring. Yeah. It is a paper filter there, Jeff, but it's a long one. It's probably 6-7 inches long, about 3 inches wide, about an inch and a half thick. So. Is that you, Grandpa? Oh, that's Jeff.
Who you calling names?
Yeah, how you doing, Jeff?
Oh, I'm doing all right today.
Well, you're looking lovely as ever.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Yeah, it is. How you doing, Stray?
What's up, dog? I'm doing good.
Good, good. What time are you going live tonight?
I was thinking about going live tonight. I don't know if I will or not, about 8:30.
Okay. Got your Thursday night throwdown.
Yeah.
Hey, old man.
And then there's Grandpa.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, you old fart?
I just rolled up into the
old farts tonight.
and he's screaming, "Oh, farts!"
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Grandpa.
What's that?
I just rolled up into the old folks' home, and you calling people old farts?
Yeah.
I can do that because I'm an old fart.
Hey, there's just some things that old people are allowed to do.
We get away with a lot of shit. And what we can't get away with, we don't care about.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
God,
right.
there's Mach 1.
How you doing, Mr. Mach 1?
I'm doing good, Grandpa. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm doing okay.
Good, good. Stray, Jeff, Iron Dog, what's happening?
It's just another day.
Just another day.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Dog, you froze?
Not
Yeah,
much.
he did.
Uh-oh, dog's froze.
Dog froze up.
Are you guys,
There you go.
you froze up?
You're okay
Yeah.
now.
Dog, you froze up. You was froze.
Oh,
He was like,
okay.
Good
Well,
to see you.
I
as
told
well,
you
man.
you was looking lovely as ever, Mach.
say that again, buddy?
You was looking lovely as ever?
Oh, thanks.
No, you weren't.
So you're looking as lovely as ever? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you're not looking. Mach, you're looking lovely as ever.
Oh, come on, dog. You know I got a pretty mouth.
You sure do got a pretty mouth. I see you sipping hot chocolate through it.
Oh, my.
BJ Outdoors, I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, wait a minute. What did I actually roll up into?
Well, you don't even want to know.
Well, you know, Stray, it's just old men talking about old things.
It's okay, Stray. You know, I might tickle your fancy.
No, Grandpa. No, Grandpa. I don't like popsicles.
Popsicles?
No, I don't like popsicles. And I don't want no candy to spin in my pocket either.
Well,
That ain't what your old lady said.
He was going to help you check your prostate.
That's right, Allie. Gary, your channel isn't boring. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you, Allie. Stray, did you happen to see the video of the rear end
Yeah, I did.
for the Fairmont?
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you.
You
It was.
want to see? You want to
That's
see a
right.
video of my?
That is
TLC.
a pretty rear end you got there, Gary.
You're going to put clear coat on them brakes and drums, right?
Yes.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't do nothing else to it.
Yeah, I was going to clear coat. Actually, I'll clear coat the center hub of the rotor, and then I'm clear coating the calipers.
Huh.
Right. That's going to look good.
Yeah. You're right
That's
there,
something
Kevin.
the little chick used to build.
Doug, you want to see my rear end?
No, you explained your rear end a little bit ago, twice. Oh yeah, I learned a lot on Grandpa's adventures. Yeah, I learned how to swear.
Yeah.
They had me cuss.
You already knew that. I just bring out the best in people.
Yeah, that's right.
He must have reached down his side gear and pulled that out.
Yeah.
And then Jeff never swears.
No.
Yeah, he's
Jeff-
got a little
Jeff
tight
would-
on. That's why.
Hey,
Jeff wouldn't say shit if he had a mouthful.
Don't bet on that. Don't even bet on that.
Jeff, did you hear understand what I was telling you about yesterday or whatever, today or something? Can't remember what it was. Contact the Department of Social Services and stuff and see if they can help you with your medication, being you don't have your insurance no more.
Me and my brother did that today. He come up and we went on and tried the Medicaid thing because I can't get health insurance otherwise.
Right.
How old are you, Jeff?
59.
And so you don't get Medicaid until you're 62, so you should be able to get something else then.
Yeah. Well, you're going on Social Security disability, aren't you?
Yeah, I got one of them lawyers that's supposed to be working on that, sending me the stuff for that.
But the only bad thing about that is once you get on Social Security disability, you don't get Medicare for 2 years. You don't get Medicare for 2 years. That's the problem about it.
I like that, Kevin Miller.
But they don't give him Medicare.
Well, if he's on
Kevin Miller says two old men sitting on a park bench, and the other one says to the other, "I feel like a brand new baby," and the other one says, "Why is that?" The other one says, "No hair, no teeth, and I think I just shit myself."
That's right.
Yeah.
So
I resemble that. I resemble that remark.
now, Jeff, you're on disability right now, or you're trying to get disability?
I'm trying to get.
Okay, so then once you got it, so are you getting disability through your job, or did you get hurt at work or something, or?
No, what happened was I had major heart problem back in December.
Okay.
And about 2 weeks ago, he sent me one of them COBA papers that just has marked on it end of employment. It's like, really? You couldn't even tell me this?
Well,
Yeah, they fired him, didn't tell him.
he should have been on some kind of sickness and accident or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so now I got to do something, get some kind of insurance there because
I
some
was
of the
gonna-
stuff I'm taking is off the wall expensive.
Well, yeah, you should have got some kind of
Well-
FMLA or something for being sick.
Yeah.
He kept
Hey, well,
insurance on till, I don't know, supposedly a couple weeks ago.
why is it that you pay Social Security from your paycheck your whole life, and then when you retire, they want to take $200 more a month for Medicaid?
Well, that pays for your
When you pay for that
medical
your whole life.
Well, why do you pay Medicare tax all your life and then you still have to pay for Medicare?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I kind of freaked it up there.
yeah. But why do
I mean,
why do people on welfare get free Medicaid? You know, how
yeah,
you're on welfare, you get Medicaid, you can go have heart surgery tomorrow and they're gonna do it. You can go get yourself a new set of tubers and the whole 9 yards and they're gonna give them to you.
I'm
But
just
well
you have
now,
to work,
if
huh?
if he was ill, he should have got some kind of disability when he was in the hospital or whatever was going on. He should have got it from his job or he should have got it from the state, one of the two.
Well, yeah, but your Social Security disability, um, you don't get your insurance, you don't get Medicare for 2 years after you get Medicare or after you get your Social
He's not going to
Security.
get his Medicare anyhow until he's 62 years old.
No,
But he
no,
should get some kind of a supplement, though, dog.
right. He's got a Cobra insurance he can figure out or find, apply
He shouldn't
for.
even have to get Cobra insurance. What state do you live in, Jeff?
Jersey.
Jersey.
Jersey? See, they should have something there. They should have some kind of plan for him.
There should be a plan.
Right. But by the state law and everything, he needs to check into. He's got to have his lawyer check into it. That's all. And that's probably what he's doing.
Get yourself, contact your social services and stuff like that and see if you can get somebody, get some help for that.
yeah, well, the governor of Maine doesn't have a problem with giving checks and housing to people from other countries, but won't give any money to nursing homes.
That's right. Yeah,
And go ahead. I'm sorry, dog.
nobody can afford Cobra insurance, and it doesn't work anyways. They don't pay nothing.
Dude, Cobra insurance is like $900 a month for nothing.
Yeah, you don't get nothing. It's
All
like the Affordable Care Act. You pay all that money, you don't get nothing for it.
You know, when I was working, people were paying $500 and some a week for a family plan on insurance, and
Right.
people coming from other countries get it for free.
Yep. That's right, Kevin. Kevin said he couldn't afford Cobra. Or they didn't have Cobra. All they had was garter snake coverage.
But with his heart and stuff like that, I'm going to tell you something, man. When I was in the hospital back in 2003, they come out and brought me my disability papers and everything, told me to sign. I was been on disability. I didn't have to do nothing
Right.
because of my heart. And guess what? I told him I was going back to work. I wasn't going on disability.
You know, a person shouldn't have to fight for those things. You know, you want to talk about people's rights and stuff, and they're giving that away to other people that don't even belong here. And
Hi,
then
Mrs. Mach.
Yeah.
people that live here have to fight for it and go without.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know what, though? I'm going to tell you something. People that's been in the military and stuff like that, they should get it firsthand right off the bat. They should never have to pay for any type of medical. You know what I
Well,
mean?
You can go to the VA, but the VA is getting better. But I went back in '83 to the VA and sat there for 9 hours just to see the doctor for 5 minutes.
Look, back in the 80s, man, I'm going to tell you something. The VA was horrible.
Yep.
Horrible. You walk into
Hey, I know somebody that made an appointment in '83, and they're still waiting to get in there.
yeah, well, up until 3 years ago, nobody gave a shit about veterans.
Yeah, I know
You're-
it. They didn't.
You were expendable.
Well, they got a thing over here called the marketplace. You go on
Yeah.
and I went on there last night. I end up calling the 800 number. Got some Indian that couldn't even talk English, so I just said, "Well, this ain't gonna work." And I called again today, and the lady, she worked with it for like 45 minutes, and she told me, she tried a couple of different things, and she said, "Well, the biggest problem you have right now is I can't hook you up with insurance because you don't really have any kind of income." She said, "The only thing I could really do, and they should take you, is going at Medicaid."
Yeah. I would go. I would go on Medicaid or whatever, welfare, whatever you got to do, Jeff, to get your medicine.
I'm going to tell you something. If welfare or whatever is it, then get it, because one thing, you worked your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, and the second thing, you deserve it, and the third thing, you need it. So
That's right.
get on with it.
That's absolutely right.
Third thing, I need it. Period.
Yeah. That's why I said go get your go to social services and say, hey, I need this, man. I'm gonna die without my medicine.
And
FFP, good evening.
It's not that you have to fight for it today. It's to the point to where we've already been fought for it, and we're just now understanding it. So now we're fighting back.
Right.
That's where the government is just so dead set on putting their fucking boot down on the little people.
Right.
And that's basically what it comes down to.
Well,
the whole.
Thanks,
those little people, unfortunately, that they give it to and don't have a problem with it, those people vote for them.
Right.
And I didn't.
That's what it's all about.
I didn't.
Services wearing a Trump hat or anything because you won't get nothing.
I didn't serve my country, so people like Jeff have to go without, and then they hand it out to people that shouldn't even belong here.
Yeah. I feel the same way, Grandpa.
Well, you know, hey, our government wants to give them part of, you know, a stimulus that they've never should get, and they want to give them welfare and give them a house to live in and everything else. But they got homeless people and, you know, all over the place. They can't get anything that's served their countries and everything else.
Right. Well, you know what? I don't believe in the word illegal immigrant. There's no such thing as an illegal immigrant. There's illegal aliens and there's legal immigrants. Okay. If you're legal, you're an immigrant. If you're illegal, you're an alien because you're not supposed to be here. So.
Yeah, but they're the ones they need to.
What's that?
They're the ones they seem to want to have here, though, is all the illegals.
Right. That's all they want is because they want them to be able to vote, so they'll vote for them.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Cast your vote. Now you know they want you to vote by mail, so they can go ahead and mark in whatever they want to mark in.
Right.
You know,
I
Well, yeah, and they say that
no,
they say that there's no fraud in that, but guess what? I get mail at my house that I've lived at for 22 years almost from people that lived here 22 years ago. So you tell me that there won't be any mail fraud.
Right.
Oh, you know.
Oh, there's fraud you even could imagine.
You know, if I'm able to walk my ass to Walmart and stand in the line with a bunch of them sweaty, nasty people, I can go stand in a voting booth.
You never stood next to me in Walmart.
No, I go in there. I don't stand very long. I start sneezing and coughing, and they move out of my way. I go right to the front.
Oh, you got to figure that out, huh?
That's right.
You're right,
Well,
Kevin.
I'm going to tell you something right now. My dad's 89 years old, and he goes votes. But, you know, he was in the military. He was in the Air Force, and he won't even – he told me, he goes, this country don't owe me nothing. I made a good living. And he's never tried to get VA or anything. You know,
Even though he's entitled to it.
Even though he's entitled to it, he won't even try or do things. I tell him all the time. I said, "Shoot, dude, you got VA benefits. They would pay for your hearing aids and everything." Nope.
Right.
He won't do it.
Hello, gorgeous.
You better say gorgeous. She'll slap the snot out of you. All we'll hear is, and watch dog fall out of his chair.
Kevin said he didn't know you were standing next to his ex-wife there, Grandpa, when you said somebody sweating nasty.
Well, I don't know whose wife it is. I don't really care. When I go into Walmart, I want to go in and get the hell out of there. So I do that. You know, and wear my Elisa Milano's knitted face mask, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I've been thinking about going up to Walmart with just a thong on and a face mask and see what they say.
I double
Oh,
dog. Maybe it didn't happen.
Well, I remember when I went into Walmart the first time after this pandemic started. They said all you needed to wear was a face mask and rubber gloves. So I go walking in there. Little I know, they wanted clothes on too.
Hey, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah,
Looking good.
I'm thinking about getting some crotchless panties from Fredericks and wearing that. That way I can go to restaurants and eat.
That's right.
Yeah.
$33 for 50 of them. Aren't they making a killing? All the ones on TV, they $19.99. You get 10, and if you wait, but wait, if you act now, we'll send you 10 more. Yeah.
Man, I got a bunch of them. They give me 2 every day at work. You know, and I've been kind of like just saving them up.
There you go.
Yeah, we got some kind of scam thing going over here now. Something I didn't read the whole thing, but it's like you get so much, you give so much, and you get so many masks.
Huh. Oh.
Candy coated popcorn, peanuts, and a prize.
Well, where I work at, you got to wear a mask.
I just got a notification for Junkyard's next video. Let me tell y'all, Junkyard's talented.
So Iron Dog, where's these people that have a problem with each other?
Well, they're on for Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah, where I work at, they got
Man.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to sticking my feet knee deep in shit, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, it's Friday night on Let's Fight It Out. That's the channel name. Let's Fight It Out.
So then I got 2 nights in a row to be an asshole.
Yeah, well, you've probably been in. Was you born an asshole, or did you work your whole life?
No, I didn't have to work on it. I was born that way. It's in my DNA.
I love that song.
Everybody starts out an asshole. Why stop being one?
That's right. That's exactly what your body starts out. That's the first thing that's formed.
Yeah,
And that's the main engine of your nerve system.
Tim Jerome, I wear my boxers over my head and put my nose out the fly hole.
There you go.
Can't help himself.
Yeah, when I was born, they had "Make America Great Again" stamped right on my umbilical cord.
What you need, Tim, is to have a runny nose. That way you got the snot running down your.
Oh man! So get some Caitlyn Jenner leakage going on there.
There you go. That's right. He'll probably put a foot up somebody's ass. I mean, that guy's like 6'11".
Bye, Food Forest.
See you later there, Howie. Take care, brother. So.
Yeah, see, that just aggravates me that, you know, you got a guy here works his whole life. I'm talking about Jeff, and he can get nothing.
Right.
You know.
It does me too, Mr. Mach 1, because they met 350 Somalis at an airport here in Portland and took them right in and gave them housing and a monthly check and food stamps.
Oh, God.
Kevin Hammy.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, it just irritates me, man, because those guys, you know, and you get a person that ain't never worked a day in their life, and man, they got it all.
You know what, Kevin? If it was a true gay bar, they'd have had the bar stools tipped upside down. That way there was seating for 4.
John cracked us up so much he started crying.
Doug, what he just said about the bar, I got a video here to show you if you want to put it up.
I don't know.
Oh no!
I seen this.
There you have it,
Boom.
a camp chair. Why spend $50 on a piece of Chinese plastic when you can have this? Oh, there's one more thing. Yes, I'm going to enjoy this. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
I've come to talk with you.
Oh,
seen that.
my.
Yeah.
What do you call a bouncer at a gay bar? A flamethrower?
That's right. Oh, God. Hey, not the smartest, huh,
Hey.
Junkyard?
Gay bars are cool dog until they walk up to you and say, "Can I push up your stool?"
That's right. Yeah.
Might have liked it, Junkyard. He might have liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the point, Junkyard.
He got the point.
See me, I would have had some Gorilla Glue in my backpack.
Well, you know what? I'd have made damn sure that video never would have made the air unless it was staged, and pretty much it was staged because anybody
Probably.
in their self-respecting mind would have erased that video or never showed it to anybody.
It was, it was staged.
Yeah.
It's known as
Yeah, but it was
Fruit stand.
still funny though.
No,
Staged or not, it was.
because I thought that thing was going to poke through the stool part and go right up in them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Hey, look at there's Brian J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Yeah, no, he couldn't come up with 6 or 7. I don't understand that.
He never learned how to count that high.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Good evening, Brian. Nice to have you here. So, did you see our illustrious governor out having drinks the other night?
That picture was a year old.
Huh?
That picture was a year old.
That picture was you?
That picture was a year old. Now,
Well,
you heard about her husband, right?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I did.
Wanting to put the boat in the water.
Yeah,
And then she
Yeah.
comes, he's got a sense of humor. My
sure he does. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hey, dog, you see what?
You might as well lie
see
about
what
it.
Steve
If
wrote
nobody
down
believes it.
while he was joking around, he said, my wife's the governor."
Yeah. What'd you say, Stray?
Well, yeah, it's good.
You see what Tim under chat? Tim's World, read the chat. He says a gay bar without stools is called a fruit stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 or 7 of his fingers missing, that's right. Yeah, Tim.
Oh.
He can wait, Tim.
Well, geez, I imagine she would. He's married.
Well, she opened up Traverse City Net up there, and then she had a big graduation party for her daughter. She did.
Right. But she told everybody not to go to Traverse City because she didn't want that little hospital to get overrun with people.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well, she just didn't want people up there with her.
all the drunks didn't, you got to have a place to go.
Yeah.
All her friend drunks.
Well, that was nice.
Well, they said Biden's looking for a female, and they was hoping they'd pick her just to get her out of the state.
Yeah, because nobody in Michigan's going to vote for him.
Right.
Well, I heard he was considering Michelle, but she's not a female.
Yeah, he's looking for a woman.
Well, you know why they want to put a woman in there, because within a year he's going to be dropping out, and a woman to take over. They'll have their woman president.
Right.
You know, that's the only reason they want him to. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you know, he said that. He said that a couple months back himself.
Hillary said she wants to be the vice president because she's only one suicide away from being the president.
Yeah. Be a lot more truth to that. Huh?
Right. Yeah, lay our lives down for you bet. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't think they want Hillary Clinton in there. She's too strong. She controls them more than you know, and I don't think they want to be controlled by that.
That's because they've read all their suicide letters on the computers. They already know what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joe done smelled her hair.
The Clintons would love to get back in there. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm going to tell you the exact truth and nothing but the truth. And the truth I'm going to tell you is what's going to keep me alive from being killed by Hillary. I'm telling you nothing. Yeah. James Comey found the suicide note on his computer. That's why he was doing none of the talking. Yeah.
Well, that and Hillary will get votes because she carries hot sauce in her purse.
Yeah.
And Joe likes to get his legs rubbed by children, and he thinks it's funny that they laugh when the hairs come back up.
I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm going to jump off here. It's time to take the fingers out for the night.
All right, Jeff. Tell Sammy and Bosco I said hi.
Jeff, stay healthy, my friend, you old fart.
Yep. Well, hi, Robert. Nice to see you.
Yeah, well, you know that the polls say that Biden is ahead of Trump by 2 points. You know, the same polls said Hillary was going to win.
I don't know about you, but I haven't been polled by anybody.
No, nobody's asked me.
They don't poll. They only poll where you know they think they're going to get their way of their votes. You know, like Los Angeles County has 15 million people that live in it. Okay. And if they're going to poll anybody, they're going to poll Los Angeles County. And out of 100 people, you're going to get 80 of them that are going to vote for Biden. You know, because they know they're going to get free stuff. So.
Well, and you know, I don't see where their attraction is, dog, because I lived in California, and California isn't fun when you're poor.
Right. Well, did you see this press secretary for the White House said today, I can't remember if it was Los Angeles County or whatever, or what, some city or county in Los Angeles has 112% voter registration in that county. 112.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't tell me there ain't voter fraud when there's 12% people there that doesn't live there no more.
Well, dead people were voting. People that were dead for years was voting, had votes in.
Oh, I know. So are you gonna? My poor grandpa voted Democrat, and he ain't voted since 1973.
Yeah.
That was the last time he was alive.
Yes, and I see, dog, that you watch the same press
Damn, dog, that's
secretary
47
as I
years.
Yeah.
The new press secretary, man, she is spot on, and she don't take any crap.
Yeah, she don't.
Well, this is it right now. So they're talking about meat. You know, dog, have you went to the store and bought any hamburger meat or anything lately?
It's too damn expensive. $6-7.50 a pound.
Dude, it's crazy. The steaks you can't buy a steak less than almost $20.
Right.
Hell, order ribs at Ruby Tuesday, you get a steak.
Yeah. Well, here in Maine, a bull moose can be over 2,000 pounds, and there's like 5 weapons to every person in Maine. So we're set.
Hey, why don't you go moose hunting and send me some then? So, yeah, it's expensive.
It's ridiculous, man. Why is meat so expensive right now?
Because there's nobody there to butcher. Unless you take your own cow or your own pig to a small butcher, all these big butcher shops, they're shut down.
Yeah. Well, see that's another thing they have them old box trucks there, portable ones, where a butcher will come right to your farm.
Yeah.
Shit. Give me the animal. I'll clean it up. I'll fix it up, throw it in my freezer.
That's right. I don't care what it looks like when I get it in there, as long as I get it in there.
Hell no, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
once
going down the same chute, coming out the same chute.
Yeah, it's not gonna look like shit when it comes out.
the thing about it is once you skin it, man, you can pretty much tell what's what.
Right.
And
Ribs is ribs.
if you have to dig up the ass and grab the liver,
Ham
pull it out.
ass. No. Liver, liver.
300.
How hard could it be from cleaning a cow or a beef or whatever, from cleaning a deer or any other animal?
It's the same thing. Like I said, once you gut it and get it skinned, it's just you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just bigger.
You skin a dog, it looks like a deer. You skin a cow, it looks like a fat deer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just
Right.
Hey, watch it. My dog's listening.
I got 5. I got 4 beagles and a whippet.
Remember,
Huh. He does your sheep.
When
Tim,
Why?
Does he do your sheep before or after he butchers them? I'm just asking.
If it's afterwards, Doug, wouldn't that be sheepophobia? Sheepophilia.
I'm just wondering if he does it when the sheep's head stuck in the fence, or if he wrestles with it.
I don't know. He must be tenderizing it from the inside out.
You know, Mr. Mach, the best is if you have your farm on that borders a cliff.
So that way to keep backing up.
That's right.
yeah, but see, you got to put your legs in each boot.
That's right.
Well, that's
Which are the knee waders.
That way they can't kick you.
Yeah, here in Maine, they at Cabela's they sell their special boots there with the straps on the side.
There you go. That way you can tie the legs right to the boots. That way you can dance with them. You can turn them around and stand them up the whole body.
Well, Tim's dog used to take the sheet and put it on, his thing and spin it and shave it at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. Like Belinda, looking lovely as ever.
with all joking aside, here in Maine, you can have sex with your animals as long as you're not abusing them.
That's right.
How are you?
That's right. Maine's for the men and men. The sheep.
Right in the law books. It's right in the law books.
You got to. Is it? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow, that's messed up.
It is.
I ain't no more messed up than some states saying you can have sex with a 12-year-old girl.
What state says that?
Excuse me?
I've never seen a state you can have sex with a 12-year-old girl. What state was that?
There's a couple of states, Maine being one of them, where you can have sex with a 16-year-old girl, and there's a couple where if you have the parents' consent, you can.
Huh. I don't know.
My motto is 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
As long as they ain't been dead for over 24 hours, huh, Stray?
Yeah.
No.
That's my motto as well. 18 to 80.
Blind, crippled, crazy, as long as they ain't been dead for over 24 hours.
That's right.
If they're still warm, dog.
Yeah.
This 12-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, that's child molestation.
That's right.
I think
I
so.
don't give a damn what state you're in or what country you're in or where you come from.
Well, I've been with my wife since she was 17. What are you trying to say, Stray?
Well, how old's you?
19.
You child molester. You know what I'm saying, Mark. I mean,
I know exactly what you're saying. I just was just saying that.
That's
But
right.
the thing
you
about
get a 47-year-old man and trapped down with a 17-year-old girl. Now, come on.
the thing is, though, is that a female at the age of 17 is considered an adult.
Yeah.
She's allowed to make her own decisions.
Good evening, Botter.
Now, a boy at 17 years old is not considered an adult unless they kill someone.
You know, it's every boy's fantasy is to have sex with his hot teacher. And if they have sex with a hot teacher, then they tell on him. What stupid asses.
You could take
What is up with that?
Hey,
you could take a 17-year-old boy and he get caught having sex with a 15-year-old girl. They charge him with statutory rape.
they do.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I was 17 years old when I moved out of my parents' house. They had to sign for me to get an apartment. I knew girls that moved out when they were 17 years old, and they got an apartment, went right in it.
That's right. Hit the thumbs up for me. That's right. So, you all ready for tomorrow, Botter? Remember, tomorrow you and Ohio.
Hello, Kane.
Bobby.
Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? Ohio Bobby and Botter?
Yep, they said yesterday on the live stream that they were going to do it tomorrow. So,
Man,
Hey,
man.
Butter.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see what Butter looks like tomorrow night.
well, you guys won't, but I will. I told him he has to turn his camera on so
Oh,
I can
okay.
see him. And then
Yeah.
after he turns his camera on and I see who it is, then I will shut his, he can shut his camera off after I say, okay, I see who you are. Then they can do that. But, like I said, I'm not going to lose my channel or you lose any affiliated channel because of somebody, not willing to turn the camera on. Then all of a sudden turn the camera on and they're doing a porn movie. It's not going to happen.
I can understand that.
But hey,
You're
it's
gonna see
your role. That's the way it should be.
I guarantee you that.
What's that?
You're gonna see a face or a person of Barter, but it ain't gonna be Barter.
Well, they better be waving at me or whatever. So
They're not that dumb or crazy.
No.
They're not going to jeopardize their freedom.
Well, then they're not going to come on because I'm going to ask them a question, and when I say that, I might say, "Hey, wave," or flip me off, or put up a fist, and then if they don't do that, I know it's not a real person. I know that's a video of somebody. So.
Well, they should be able to, communicate with you somehow with their hands or their gestures or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Still loving? That's funny. Yeah.
Oh, Tim, you need to come over to that dating site where I'm at there. I'll change your depends.com.
Changeyourdepends.com.
Have you been regretting it ever since there, Kevin, or what? Yeah, that counts there, Brian. That's right. He could be their next door neighbor. Oh.
Now, Stray, is that a tattoo on your chest or is that a snake on your chest?
That's a real snake.
Because
That is a ball python, isn't it?
in the picture, it looks like a tattoo.
Right. If you can see my head, how I'm tilting it there to the side because I'm looking it in the face. I don't want him to bite me.
Right.
But yeah, it's a real snake. It's
That's
actually
a ball python, right?
it's her snake. It's not mine.
Is
Yeah, I
that
see
a ball
the tattoo
python?
part, Kevin. Yeah.
It's a python.
Yeah, ball python.
Her name is
They
Candy.
actually very seldom bite.
Yeah,
of the-
but I'm still kind of creeped. I'm still kind of creeped out about snakes.
Out of
She-
pythons, those are the most docile.
She laid it on my chest. I said, "Take the picture now, quick, click. Now get her off of me."
Well, you
No,
see that it's open season.
Put it on my chest.
Boy,
Now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people thought it was a tattoo, no, but it's a real snake.
With the picture and the color and everything, it all looks like a tattoo.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, it looks like it just recently ate.
So Cheryl says that she seldomly bites. Well, they ain't no fun, Cheryl. It's different when a woman bites.
Yeah, Brian, ball pythons are very docile. I used to raise boa constrictors, and I had a couple of them that were nasty at times. And though they're not poisonous, they have 4 rows of teeth on the top and 2 on the bottom.
well, that way they can sink it in, and then they wrap around you to constrict you.
Yeah, well, yeah, they don't, when they grab it, so you don't get away, you know?
Right.
That's why my head's tilted, Allie. And my face or nothing's in the shot, but it's tilted to the side because I'm just looking at her. Then lay her right here.
Water, I hope they,
Helicopter. What kind, Botter?
I hope they provide a hangar for you to hang out in.
Is that an Apache? Yeah, that snake wanted to kiss there, Stray.
Yeah, they ain't kissing me.
Me neither.
I have a fascination with snakes.
You stuck her in the room. I shoved her face all bad.
Hi.
So I let her out.
Hi.
Now, who likes it?
Hi, Mrs. Mach.
That was my daughter.
Well, hi, young Mrs. Mach. She's still.
Hi, daughter Mach.
Hi, Kevin. I love you too. I'll tell her. Kevin says he loves you.
Yeah, that's right, Rosanna. Too close for comfort. I said, here. I said, lay her on my chest, get a picture. Once you get a picture, get her up.
Hurry.
Apache helicopter, huh?
Yeah. You know what you do, Stray? You pick that snake up and you look right at it and say, man, you look delicious. If you ever bite me, you'll be dinner.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Then it bites you and hangs on.
Not
Snake
me.
is a good meal.
Somebody just tapped something. Okay, who opened up a beer?
Open a can of Coke.
Okay, well, it sounded like beer.
Okay, it was a Steel Reserve.
Okay.
Snake.
There's a difference between Coke and beer. Yeah.
Later, Kevin. All right, Cheryl, you take care.
Good evening, Nixon. Nice to see you.
Well, there's Mr. Matt. How are you, Matt?
Hey, did you hear the news? Matt could have got himself a Corvette, but that killjoy tear-up said no. There goes Mrs. Mach
Nixon, Matt.
anyway.
That was
Talking about his snake again.
that was Mrs. Mach.
Whatever, Sandra.
So that killjoy wouldn't let him get a Corvette.
Penny! Penny!
Hang on, let me get these dogs in here.
They relisted it for 65. Well, I tell you what, there, Nixon. I was talking about it the other day, or yesterday, or today, or whatever. But there was a guy that put a generator on Facebook Marketplace for $50. It was an Owen generator, 5,500 watt. I wrote the guy and told him I would take it and I would be there. And then he relisted it because then he said what he did is he said okay, and then he put pending, and then he wrote me back and said there's a bunch of people asking questions about this thing, and then next thing you know he writes a new post saying he just added gas and got it started and it's running, and he went up he offered it up at 500, then he went back down to 200. So it kind of pissed me off that he done that. So,
They're always playing games on there, dude.
yeah, I know. That's right. You could have put a trailer hitch on that and used that to tow that trailer around. Yeah, and you could have bought it for 2,500 and sold it the next day for 6,500. Matt, you got to be a thinker in this business. Hey.
Well, I paid $300 for my car.
The guy sold it for 2,500, and the new owners listed it for 6,500 and sold it. That's pretty good. That's a good profit margin right there.
In one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, one day, yeah.
There goes the boss again.
That's right. If I was in Minneapolis, that guy would have paid for it. I'd have went and burned his house down and got away with it. Yeah. Hi, Mrs. Mach.
Honey,
That would be a good thing to do, Allie.
She said hi. She's in her pajamas. She's not going to stop in front of my camera.
Well, it doesn't matter because she walked in front of it twice, actually 3 times.
Yeah,
there and back.
You didn't get a glimpse at her. But it's just like shopping at Walmart, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they do it at Walmart. Hell, they don't even wear that much at Walmart. That's right. That's right, Robert. You got to run over there and hit the Target store. Everybody else is.
Yeah, I've been thinking about driving to Augusta and looting the Target store.
Yeah.
Yeah, what in the heck was that all about?
In Minneapolis?
The Target.
In Minneapolis?
I guess is that in Minneapolis?
Yeah, they're looting the whole damn town. They're rioting.
Oh, because of the cop killing that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't give them the right to go loot shit.
It doesn't. Well, I know that. You know that. And there goes your daughter again.
Yeah.
And they know that, but they don't care because they're not going to be convicted of any of them crimes. Back in the 70s, if they caught you coming out of a store with a stolen TV, they shot you right then and there. That's the way it should be.
Or they give you a good ass whooping.
Well, looters used to get, they call the National Guard, and then the looters would get shot. That's one way you stop that from happening.
Dog, that's like when I was in the Army. You go downtown and get drunk and get in trouble. The police arrest you, and then the MPs come and get you. And that was one thing. Then your first sergeant can come and get you, and then the shit hit the fan.
That's right. All the other shit you can deal with, but the first sergeant's the one you really got to deal with.
Yeah, he'd tell you, this is a Saturday night, and you bring me here from my family to deal with your drunk ass.
Yeah.
So then you got a fine and an Article 15 and got to clean toilets for a couple of months.
There you go.
But it taught you something. That that go figure. That's what consequences do.
That's right there, Nixon. Take the money and run. I can tell you right now, there's plenty of businesses in Minneapolis right now that are, encouraging them people to loot them and burn them down because they haven't made no money in months. They're probably on the brink of bankruptcy, and now this happened, but their insurance is paid up. So hey, go ahead, steal everything you want, and then burn down the building because I'm leaving.
Well, what do you expect when you have people like Ice-T telling them they should go out and kill more cops?
All right.
Well, that's where that cop killed that black guy, right?
Right.
But I'm going to tell you something, man. It looked like that cop was posing for that picture. And I don't agree with that kind of stuff. There's good cops out there and there's bad cops.
I don't either. I'm not. What they did was wrong. I mean, I worked in the mental health field for 21 years and had to restrain people all the time. And that was one of the things that you never do. You never do anything that can close the airway or cut off circulation to the brain. And you don't do what's called positional asphyxiation.
That guy act like he done that on purpose, and he was proud of it. Because when he had his knee on that guy that was taking a picture, he looked like he was posing for it.
You're right. And I agree with you too, Nixon. Whatever happened shouldn't have happened, okay? But there's a cause and effects, okay? The guy shouldn't have done what he did to get him arrested. And I'm pretty sure he probably was resisting arrest, and that's what got him on the ground. But after they had him subdued and handcuffed, they should have never put their knee on him, so that would have stopped that right there. So this would have never happened. All right, now,
Exactly.
but if all them chain of events, if all them things didn't happen in the order that they happened, this would not be happening right now with the riots. Or as CNN, CBS, NBC, and ABC and all them say demonstrators. They call them demonstrators, I call them rioters because that's what they're doing, they're rioting.
Well, yeah, anytime they're breaking into stores and looting, that's a riot.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
they're
fun.
calling them protesters, and I have to bring it up again. There was thousands of people that went to the Capitol in Michigan with firearms, and not one person was hurt.
Yeah, and they even picked up the garbage when they left. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
there's a difference.
And then what I see all over, is Facebook. How dare people take firearms and storm the Capitol?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I was one of those people, and I'm a gun carrier. I got my CPL and everything like that. But why would they need to go for a protest? Why do they got to walk around with a gun, rifle, whatever? Why you got to do that for? Were they scared that somebody might shoot at them or something? That's why they got to have that.
Exactly.
I mean, the point being is that there's a lot of people that demonstrate, as you want to call it, and they don't carry guns and stuff like that. So why did they have to carry guns? What were they trying to prove with the gun? Well, like I said, I'm a CPL holder, dude, and I got guns.
Yeah. And I can understand your point, but the flip side of that is because it's their right to.
It's their right to carry guns,
It's
but
not
to be walking around.
There shouldn't be. Well, but there shouldn't even be a question of why. Why? Because they can. It's their constitutional right. They didn't point it at anybody.
Right.
And that's an exact reason why they didn't get maced and beat with clubs, because they could fight back.
Well, I can agree they can fight back, but I just don't agree with them carrying the guns down there for when they're trying to prove a point. They were proving the wrong point because they were trying to prove a point not to keep us down in Michigan, let these companies and these stores and stuff open back up. What did the rifles and the guns have to do with that?
Well, I think basically they were just trying to say, make a point that you can't take away any of our freedoms, and the freedom of.
The point is that if people want to rally,
right.
See, first off, I believe that we need to take our government back.
You're right. Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So to show your support on taking your government back, then okay, carry a gun. But the point is that they wasn't trying to take our government back. They were just trying to control her to do something that she wasn't going to do. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I don't care for her one bit, but she wasn't going to let up on it.
How you doing there, Patch?
Well, I think that them going there and there not being any violence made a bigger point than any good one than any bad one.
Well, and I'm not saying that, I'm not disagreeing with that either. But the point is that they were getting in officers' faces, screaming and hollering and yelling and acting cool, and they didn't need to do that.
And I don't condone that myself, but it's your right. It's words,
Good to see you too, Patch.
If you can be a senator and go on national TV and say that our president is morbidly obese, you ought to have the right to yell at a cop.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, though, is that we need to start taking our government back. That's what we need to be working on, and showing our government that they work for us. We don't work for them,
Basically anything and everything, but it's we're talking about Minneapolis right now there, Patch. What I don't understand, they're protesting or demonstrating because this poor black man was killed by the police, and I agree he should have never been killed by the police. But would those same people be out there protesting if that was a white guy that got killed?
No.
Because you know why? We understand. Hey, the guy probably deserved it. He didn't deserve to die, but he caused his own destiny.
But their protest that they're working on right now, though, dog, that's making them look bad.
It's
making them and their people look bad.
You're right. They just look for anybody out there protesting right now is just looking for a reason to just to go out there and cause trouble because they know they'll never face 1 second in jail time.
No,
they're looking for a reason to steal and loot.
That's right.
That's what they're doing. And they're making their own people look bad by doing that. It's just like that 26-year-old kid that those guys, that DA went and his son shot him. You know what I'm talking about?
What's that now?
That brings me back to taking the rifles to the Capitol there. You know what? They were doing the same thing that the protesters are doing in Minnesota, only they didn't do it with violence.
No,
Mama Linda.
See, that's the thing, Grandpa. The guys that went to the Michigan here, they were standing their ground. That's what they're doing.
Exactly.
But they weren't hurting anybody. These people, they're doing the exact opposite. They're taking.
Oh, no, and that's what I'm saying, Mr. Mach. I'm giving you the comparison there on two different situations because one was a bunch of armed people and there was no violence, and then you got a group of other people that are looting and stealing and they're using it as a reason because someone's brother or father or son got killed and they're using it as a reason to be an ass,
Right. No, and they're stealing from people that had nothing to do with this.
Right.
So I disagree with you, Grandpa. I'm just stating that, I don't see the need for them to have to take guns when they went up here to Michigan.
Well, you see, the same things happened in Minneapolis. It just happened in Ferguson.
Now they need guns. But look at that 26-year-old kid, though. They ran that guy down, that black kid. They ran him down because they seen him on a video looking at a house being built. You get what I'm saying? And the guy was a DA, and that's why he didn't go to jail. I think that's wrong. If he committed a crime, he should have went to jail that day.
Right.
And
well, they're all in jail now.
I would be the first to say, is there racism in this country? Yes, but you know what? If you look at the actual numbers, white people get killed by cops twice as much as black people.
You're right, they do.
The numbers, so I can't argue that.
Oh, they do.
They do.
And
There's more people killed, more white people than black people.
And I love every group of people, okay? I don't judge people by the color of their skin. I have to find out if they're bad, I'm going to find out that they're bad, okay? But I can tell you by looking at the national statistics that black people are 14% of the population and they commit over 90% of the major crimes.
Yeah, but
Now,
if
am
there
I racist for saying that?
with that,
What's that?
I said if there was a black person here, he'd argue with that.
Right.
Well, and because I say that, people will say, "Oh, you're a racist." No, I'm going by the facts. It don't make me a racist. If you got a problem with that, then take it up with the guy that's breaking the law.
That's right. Nope, I agree.
And well over 90% of every black male from the age of 15 to 30 is killed by another black person.
Right.
And that's true. That's true because I've heard people say years ago that, hey, if people just leave them alone, they'll kill themselves off.
Yeah. Anyways, Pat says 3 to 5 times. The white people are killed 3 to 5 times more than black people are by the police, which is probably numerically correct.
I can't say that because I've never looked it up. I don't know.
But then again,
Well,
there's more white people in America than there is black people. Okay, so but you got the population is different, but numbers are numbers. So if you take 1,000 people that get 1,000 incidents with the police, you're still going to have more white people in them 1,000 than you're going to have those 1,000 black people that get arrested.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The fact that there's more killed by police of white people, dog, that makes sense because we're 70% of the population. But the fact that you're 14% of the population and you're committing 90% of all the major crimes, murder, rape, all that stuff, them numbers that's not correct. I mean, it's correct, but it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
I mean, I'm not racist because I got a lot of black friends. Look at Dog; he's my friend.
Yeah. What you talking about, Wills?
Well, I can tell you when I was in the Army and I was going out the ass end of a C-130, you didn't care what color the man in front of you or behind you was because you had each other's back.
Right.
That's right.
But I get so sick of hearing this. We're being targeted stuff. We're being targeted. We're being hunted while bird watching or hunted while jogging. What do I hear today that person had been called, the police called on him by his mother not even a year before for stealing her car.
Hey, I had a good friend of mine.
Because he had mental issues.
Right. But I had a good friend of mine. He was a taxi cab driver out here, and he was out in Ypsilanti, and he picked up these two 12-year-old black kids. One was like 10, the other one was 12. And, they stabbed that guy in the heart and killed him. Oh. And a week before that, his mother had called the police on him and said, look, you got to help me with my son because he's going to hurt someone. A week later, he killed a friend of mine.
Well, when did it become something wrong when you speak the truth? That's where the whole problem is you can't speak the truth without someone calling you a racist.
Oh no, you're exactly right. You can't. But
if
they want to talk about you being white or whatever, it's okay. But the law's allowing that nowadays.
Right. And then the first thing that happens is when they go to court, well, his dad left him. He didn't have a family. His mom had to work. She was never home. That's the same thing with, anybody else, that their dad has left him or the mom had to work because nobody was there to take care of the kids. But that doesn't work for anybody. Or doesn't work for everybody. Let's put it that way. But getting back to that, it doesn't matter what color that guy's skin.
Dog froze up again.
Yep. You went.
There he goes. He's still talking. He don't even realize it.
Never been.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. We cannot hear dog again.
And Robert says, spit it out, dog. Yeah, he's definitely up there.
Well, there we go. We took over his stream.
I guess what
No, I'll tell you. And the worst place Mr. Mach was on Facebook. Man, I had a professor from the town where my son lives come on there and say because I was a Trump supporter, I was a racist.
Oh no, a lot of them say that. A lot of them say that. But you know, Trump's got a lot of black supporters, man.
You're right.
A lot of black supporters.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't normally use this word because I was a mental health worker, but look up the word retardation in the dictionary. It says exactly what a Democrat is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome each time.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? You can be retarded is one thing, but that's why the law says ignorance of the law is no excuse. And being ignorant is not being stupid. It just means you don't know any better.
Well, you know, on that Aubrey case, his lawyer says that they should not be able to bring up his past record into court.
They should be able to bring up his past record.
Well, I mean,
stuff comes into play.
They've done that for many, many years, and now all of a sudden it's not allowed anymore. I can tell one reason why he's saying that. They won't come out and say it. They won't come out and say it because it's one of those things that's covered by HEPA. This man was mentally ill. So a lot of his records will be able to be sealed, and they won't have access to them because of that.
Well, you're probably right there. But if the cops are arresting somebody and they run that person's name, they're going to tell that they're going to get a rap sheet from that person. When they're running that name, they're going to get every arrest and every conviction that person has been accused of, or every charge he's ever been accused of. So that has to be in the mindset of the arresting officer. Okay, so this guy's been arrested 10 times. He's resisted arrest every time. So now we got to be forceful when we arrest him because he's gonna resist.
Well, I was talking about the Auburn place.
Right, I understand that, but I'm talking about that's when this one guy that just got killed. Maybe they did. See, they haven't told you about this guy's arrest record. I bet he's probably got an arrest record from hell, but they haven't mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, see what I'm saying about the Auburn case. I don't know how it is in where is that? Georgia. I think it was in Georgia, but here in Maine, if you are mentally ill, they can keep those records from going to the court, no matter how many crimes you committed.
No, I did not get your email that says pickups for sale. I'm going to have to buy that.
Grandpa, I think that's part of the HIPAA law. It is anything right, and that's federal. That ain't state by state. That's federal.
That's what allows a child molester to move in next door to you, and you don't have the right to know about it.
Well, a child molester does have to register in Michigan. Now, I don't know about where you're at.
Right. They have to register, but that doesn't mean that anybody can tell that you live there.
Well, the thing about it is, right here, I can look it up, and I got, it'll tell you how far away they're at from me and everything. But if a person pees on a sidewalk in Michigan, they have to register. You get what I'm saying?
Right. That's indecent exposure.
Right. So, and it doesn't really say what they've done. So that person could be an innocent person that just peed on the sidewalk.
And Brian, I agree. What that cop did was wrong. But I can tell you one thing, that if 4 cops with guns put me in handcuffs and they're going and tell me, put your right foot in and your right foot out, I'm going to do the hokey pokey. I'm not going to fight with them. Okay.
Because you're supposed to apply to what they're saying. If they tell you to, say the ABC's backwards, you got to say them backwards, man.
And I don't want to hear I was in fear for my life. Well, you know what? If you was in fear for your life, then you shouldn't be fighting when you got handcuffs on.
That's right. See,
That
you're
happened.
right there. It's the same thing. I mean, he's on a sex offender for 10 years for peeing on the sidewalk.
Mr. Mach, you remember about 25 years ago or whatever down here in Lenawee County when the cops dug foxholes in the park, okay, out in the woods. And they had trap doors and everything, and they went out there and they videoed all these sexual predators out there. There was judges, prosecutors, attorneys, cops, businessmen, regular people. They were all out there in these woods having sex with one another, and they caught like 50 of them.
Well, they did the same thing up here. They did the same thing up here, dog, at the rest area right up here on Michigan Avenue in the city of Wayne.
Right. Well, they busted all these guys, okay, and some of these, there was a couple of judges that got busted, but somehow their cases got thrown out. I don't know how that worked, but it did. This is Anyway County, so that stuff kind of goes away.
Anyway County.
Yeah. But about 6 months after that, Phil Donahue did a thing about it, okay? And he had a guest on his panel that was from our town. And she was talking about how she was put on the sex offenders list because she was at a bar, which is about 250 yards from here. Her and her boyfriend were at a bar, and they were making out in the back seat of the car, and the cops rolled in on them and arrested both of them for indecent exposure, and they both got put on the registered list. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So a lot of these things, you don't know what the person did, if they were actually a child molester or a pedophile or whatever, because they can't say what happened.
Well, when you go into that state ID thing on the computer, it'll say sex. It'll say touching or something, or penetration with a minor under the age of 12, or penetration of a minor under the age of 17, or touching of a minor, under the age of 14, or something like that.
Okay.
So.
Okay, hey, dog, I got to call it a night.
All right, Grandpa, you have yourself a great night.
Grandpa's
And
good.
I will catch you tomorrow night.
All right.
Mr. Mach, have a great night. Everybody in the chat.
Take care, Grandpa.
It was good being on a panel,
Oh,
Grandpa. Have a good night.
and you as well.
I ain't never heard of that Megan's Law before, Brian.
You said look it up, so I did. I don't want to. Yeah, that's funny.
So tomorrow's going to be the big boxing match between.
Evidently between Botter and Ohio River Bobby.
Be like 1, 2, 3.
Right. Come on,
Come on.
Okay, I will put them up now for you.
Straight said, drop a link. He's gonna blink.
Spell it out. How do you want me to spell it out there, Robert?
Megan's Law. I'm gonna look that up. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, you can get it on. You can go to Michigan Department of Corrections or whatever, and you can get to the child pedophiles or whatever in your area. I have that. The guy across the street that used to live across the street was a child molester, and there was a school next door to him. I couldn't believe they let him live next to a school.
That's pretty sick, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, then a guy across the street from the school lives there, but his brother is staying there with him, and this guy's been in prison for child molesting. And he went in normal thinking, and he come out damn near brain dead because they like to kill that guy in prison. Now he walks around like this. all day, shaking his hand. The other day, he come walking down the sidewalk, got right in the middle of the street, and then turned around and looked at my grandkids selling lemonade and just sit there and stared at them. I was waiting.
Did you give him some lemonade?
I was waiting. This guy was going to get something that he ain't never got before. Well, he probably would have. You know, he probably got it in prison, but this guy was going to get something he was going to get deserving. I told his brother flat out. You know, his brother, you know, takes care of him and everything. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, your brother so much as touches one of my grandkids, you won't have a brother no more. I won't be as kind as everybody else. So, Stray, what you doing good looking?
Ooh. Hey, don't turn me on and tell me to go away.
Hey, what you got cooking?
No, you said something there a few minutes ago about that guy's record or whatever. You know,
Right.
It might have been a mile long.
Right.
That record, even though he might have had a record, that record has nothing to do with the crime that he's being investigated for at the time that they're doing that to him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand that.
So the record, even in a court of law, the record is not supposed to come up for your background unless you doing the same crimes over and over and over.
Right. But what I was getting at is when they run the guy's name, you know, in the database, it comes out, well, this is Joe Brown, and he was arrested 2 months ago for aggravated assault on an officer, 3 months ago for aggravated assault on an officer, 4 months ago for aggravated assault on an officer. You know, then they say, hey, this guy's going to try to assault us. And, you know, that's because that's his nature. You know, that's what I was getting at.
What was the
But wasn't this guy already on the ground in handcuffs?
Yes.
When he had his knee on his neck?
When he had his knee on the neck, yes.
His knee did not need to be on that man nowhere when he's already in handcuffs. I don't care if it's black, yellow, white, green, whatever.
I agree 100%. I said from the get-go, the guy should have never died because his knee should have never been there.
Why was they after him anyhow?
They said for forgery. Okay. From what I understand, somebody said he wrote a bad check out of a checkbook that wasn't no good. But you know, it was an outdated checkbook or whatever. But you know, checkbooks or checks aren't never outdated. Not that I know of. Never go out of date unless you know that account is closed or you know it's a different bank or whatever. You know, I've been at the same bank for 30 years, and the bank has went through 4 different names. So I got checks with all 4 different names on them sitting in drawers around here that the kids play with. You know, 3 of the names, not the other 4, because you can't use the other checks. So
most times though, when you write a check nowadays, they just put it through that machine and it reads it right then and there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what the guy got arrested for, but there was no reason for him for that officer to do what he done.
Well, that's what they did is they ran that through that check machine, and it come back that the account was closed or whatever. So they called the cops because he tried to pass a bad check.
So that's what happened. See, but still, I mean, it doesn't call to beat the guy up and put your knee in his neck and.
Well, that's what I was saying. You know, that should have never happened. But when they arrested the guy, they probably already had his, you know, they ran his name and got his arrest record or whatever. And the guy, I'm not saying he did. Okay, I'm presuming. Okay, I'm making an assumption, which you know I'm assuming. So that makes an ass out of you and me both. But what I'm saying is maybe they ran his name and it come up that this guy has a violent past and has been, you know, resisted arrest every time he's been arrested, you know, and that's just something they did is when they went to arrest him, maybe you see him walking, okay, with handcuffs on. And then the next thing you know, you see him on the ground with the cop's knee on his neck, but you don't see the rest of the video. So what happened between him walking and him laying on the ground with a cop's knee on his neck? Did he try to do a roundhouse right kick on him or something? I have no idea.
When you're handcuffed, you can't do much.
You can't do much, but if if you are pretty good with your feet, you can do a lot. So, I mean, you're never going to outwit 4 cops, but you're going to let them know you were there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go, Nixon. I agree 100%. I know they do run your name, and if you've got a record, they will do whatever it takes to make sure they're going to ensure their safety. So,
Yeah, buddy. Well, I've been through that myself. I got arrested for drunk driving, and then when they went to book me, this is back in like '92. When they went to go book me, there was an officer that gave me a real hard time for something that had happened, years beforehand, that was still coming up on my record, and this guy was a total jerk to me because of that. But of course, I was in handcuffs, so he could be a total jerk.
If you're on the ground and you're in handcuffs,
you're
there's
right,
no
Kevin.
reason
It probably
nobody
just
should
got
have
out
their
of
knee on your neck.
No, we agree with you 100%, Stray. There's no doubt about that. But
I don't care if he even turned into Jackie Chan before that happened, which I doubt he did, but none of us will know. We wasn't there.
Well, and
yeah, we won't know.
I mean, we're just, like he said, we're speculating. That makes us all assholes.
Yeah. Well, just like Michael Brown. When they tried to convict that cop for shooting Michael Brown, when Michael Brown, a bunch of the witnesses said, yeah, he had his hands around the cop's neck trying to choke him out when he shot him. There was a bunch of witnesses said that, and then there was one witness that said, no, he was 10 feet away from him when he shot him. Yeah.
He shot him in close range.
Yeah, it was because he was choking him.
Mm-hmm.
So. And he just choked the living hell out of the store owner before he come out. That's why it happened, because the store owner called the cops. So.
Well, I don't know about California, but here in Michigan, if you get pulled over and you're a CPL holder, you need to let the officer know that as soon as he walks up to your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel.
Yep. Good evening, officer. Just to let you know, I am legally carrying a concealed weapon right now, and I do have a permit.
Yes.
I will leave my hands right up here until you open the door and let me come out. Then you can relieve me of my weapon. Yeah.
Oh, I've had him say, why don't you reach down there and like a lot of times if I'm driving, I'll carry it my counsel.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say, why don't you reach down there and get it out of your counsel and hand it to me? I'll be like, if you want to get this gun, I'll step out of the truck and you can go in my counsel and get it.
That's right. Leave my cocaine alone.
And leave my cocaine alone.
That's right. Hi, Mrs. Mach.
Was that Mrs. Mach or was that daughter?
She had on a white shirt, so I think it was Mrs. Mach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you're on the ground, I hope Big Steve ain't on the ground next to you. Just ask Roberta.
Steve be trying to kiss on you.
Yeah. I mean, he's snuggling in the loving on you.
Yeah, when I got that cop was giving me a hard time. When I went to court and I had to talk to the mediator, about my ticket. And that guy walked in there, he had a neck brace on and his arm in a sling. He got onto somebody, buddy, and they wore his ass out, and the other officers inside the police station wouldn't help him.
Yeah. Well, I
I
tell you
don't
what, with it,
I don't understand the damn looting bullshit though. It's what
I don't
I'll
either.
never understand the looting bullshit. Just because a race of your same race gets arrested or gets into trouble with the police and something happens, what does that give you a right to go burning down your damn city
It doesn't.
or go rob a store? You're committing crimes too, motherfucker.
Yeah, but they all know they're not going to never get arrested for it. And look how many people in Ferguson burnt that damn city down to the ground almost. Nobody ever got arrested. Not one single person got arrested.
You remember back when that truck driver, his name was Denny something. They
Yeah, many.
hit him in the head with a brick,
Yep,
drug him out of his truck and beat him.
Reginald Denny.
Yeah, and he lost his job because of that. Not because he couldn't do the job. It's because they made him to where he was incapacitated to where he couldn't work no more.
Right.
What the fuck? I mean,
And that was all over Rodney King. And then after that, here's Reginald Denny and Rodney King standing together. And Reginald Denny's all beat to hell. He's got black eyes and everything else. He can barely even stand up. And they're telling everybody, can't we just all get along trying to stop the riots?
Thames Road said I'd be looting toilet paper.
Yeah.
it's crazy. I mean,
Yep. They had to arrest each and every one of them down there right now anyways for violating the social distancing policy. They're all closer than 6 feet apart.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
if they could get them on camera to identify the looters, saying this is what they're doing, then they could get them on cameras to fucking identify so they could prosecute them.
Yeah, but they won't do that. They won't prosecute them because you know why? It'll start another riot. The mayor from Minneapolis is already on there crying tonight, on the news. And he's blaming. I want to seek criminal, charges against the officers, and we need to mend, and we need to heal. You might as well be blowing blowing in the wind because nobody gives a rat's ass right now. Ain't nobody listening to them. There wasn't a single soul in Minneapolis watching that video. Or that newscast. I can guarantee that. And if they were watching it on a stolen 72-inch TV they just got from the
well, guys, I need to go lay down. I'm tired.
I know you go to work first shift, don't you?
Well, no, I'm on days now.
Yeah, you work first shift.
Yeah,
That's what first shift is.
I've been going in. Well, I was thinking midnights, but because I was on midnights.
Yeah.
But I've been working 12 hours a day. I'm tired. You guys have a great rest of your night. Dog, thanks for having me up.
All right, Mike. Take care, brother. Yeah, mine's been going in and out too there, Patch. So, yeah. You're hoping to be off work by noon. I know your boss. Maybe I can talk to her. Kiss
Hey,
my bass.
if I go out here tonight and get arrested and act stupid, and I get a cop to beat me up, will y'all start riding?
Yeah,
If
most of
so,
it.
If you do, pick me up a 72-inch.
Okay. Yes, just me. Yes, just me. Is it your birthday? I'll sing happy birthday to you.
And fill up my fridge and freezer.
Yeah, there you go. Just me just asked. She said, "Hey, doggy, would you please sing happy birthday to me?" Yeah, I'm streaming now. Oh, I'm streaming you. Okay. All right. Me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Desmond. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Stray, I'll ride the bus down to your right. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Huh?
Tim said he's going to ride the bus down to your riot. That's right.
Say what?
Tim says when you get arrested, he's going to ride the bus down to your riot. Well, thanks, just me. You're welcome. That was me killing the cat there, Patch. Yeah. I should sing happy birthday to all them looters. They would stop, wouldn't they?
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's that gay Daffy Duck Patch. There you go. Allie says that's right. Well, thank you, just me. X's and O's too. So.
Who wouldn't want a gay Daffy Duck happy birthday song?
Yeah, that's right. Supplement succotash. That's right. They're bleeding dog. That's right. That's right. I'm waiting for one of these days my happy birthday song goes viral. So
Pat needs to get off his ass and get back to Tennessee. Me and him supposed to hang out.
now he needs to get off his ass and get to work so he can get off by noon so the boss will let him. Tim said he's going to grab you an 80-inch TV and a side of beef.
Hell yeah. That's my boy. What's up, Tim?
That's right. Yeah, yeah, it won't be a viral, it'll be a virus. That's right. Well, you don't know who Stray's? His name was, can I tell him your name, Stray?
Yeah.
Fat Boy 440. That's right. Get your ass out of the cell.
Hell no. I love the South.
Tell you what, I had a killer dinner tonight. My son made some, he took some hamburger and then he made a big patty of it and pushed a beer can or whatever in the center of it, pulled that out, and then stuffed it with bell peppers and cheese and whatever else, and then grilled it on the grill. It was pretty damn tasty.
Beer can burger.
Yeah. I had one last week, but I didn't know it was beer can burger.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, some of them called him Fat Toy? I don't think they called him Fat Toy. Nixon.
Probably do.
Yeah. Anyways, if you see somebody on here with a green S, yeah, that's an S. Or is that a dollar sign? I don't know. I can't see it. But if you see somebody up here with a green S, check out their channel. And then after you're done checking out their channel, show them some love. You know, be a subscriber. And then when you're done with that, go through the rest of these people that are here that don't have any green S's and check out their channels and show them some channel love. Or you can do it either way. I don't care. But show everybody some channel love. I do have a video. It's going to probably be coming out this week of all the channel members. I've got 11 or 12 now, so I'm going to make a video of you. So I'll put all your links in the descriptions. Won't that be nice?
If I ever wake up in California, Pat, I'll be kidnapped.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up, Matt.
Yeah, don't show Kevin Kevin Helmy any love. He don't want any love.
Boy, y'all hear all that shit talking coming from Sandra saying
I see
she
that.
wasn't here. She wasn't here a little while ago, but she's all of a sudden got a lot of shit to say now.
She's been here. She's just been quiet.
Sandra quiet? One of the two reasons. She's got a drumstick or she got some nacho fries.
Probably nacho fries. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys ever hear of me dying, and I'm found near a hiking trail or a running trail in the woods, believe me, it wasn't me, and I didn't die there. I was placed there because I'm never going to be out there running in the woods. So I was murdered. Just let's put it that way.
How the hell are we going to tell the difference between you dying and singing happy birthday?
Well, one, I won't be taking in oxygen. And then you won't be having that beautiful sound coming out of my voice box. I get a lot of requests for that happy birthday. I sang it to an old lady tonight because she wanted to hear me say happy birthday.
She must not have had her hearing aids in.
Oh, she was in a nursing home. No. That's right. Robert loves my birthday songs. Huh. No, I didn't. Why would you say that there, Brian?
Iron Dog.
Yeah.
How come Sandra don't have a wrench in your chat stuff?
She does. She's got a wrench.
Well, I don't see it here. Oh,
yeah.
I know why now. I know why I don't see it now.
That's right. I need to record an album. You're right there, Robert. Iron Dog's greatest hits. And the hits keep coming. Yeah. No. I was just telling you, if you ever find me dead if they ever find me dead on a hiking trail or a jogging trail, don't believe me. I was murdered and placed there. So, that's right. I could do a Christmas. You're right. Oh yeah. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun we had in a one-horse open sleigh. I bet you can't wait for it to come out, huh, Robert? The Christmas album. Yeah. And dashing through the snow in one horse open sleigh. Fuck that. That got you in the spirit, did it? Yeah. Ripcord there, Nixon. Run. Yeah. Martians and swim with me. There you go. You guys know you like my singing. Oh. That's right, Rosanna. So, I'm glad you appreciate my singing there, Rosanna. Oh. The cat with pliers? Nope, they don't. They don't stop at my house. All right, you'll take 2 albums and send one to Stray. All right. I, Brian, how dare you? All right, everybody. It's 9:59. I'm going to get out of here because I've got a live stream to do in 8.5 hours. And if you think I got to be all gussied up for that one. So, in order to be all gussied up in 8.5 hours, I got to look my best. So I got to get me some rest. This good looks doesn't come this natural. I do have to get some beauty sleep. So, yeah, dog and the turpentine cat. That's right. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great night. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself and stay healthy. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. Y'all have a blessed night. Take care.